My whole routine, red light, breath work, getting good lymphatic drainage through Normatec, hyper ice. I do legs, hips, shoulders.
So tell me about the Normatec, because I love Normatec, but I don't. What is hyper ice? Is that part of Normatec?
Well, yeah, it's the company. Hyper ice is the company, and Normatec is. That's a great question because I was googling Normatec.
Yeah.
But yeah, my whole routine, a little flute music, to get the central nervous system down. The sun's creeping up over the mountain, which is beautiful. Red light because it's dark out. Laying down, breath work, clear that out. I say my morning prayers, and I just have a nice routine. And then, but I'm building on that because there's so much tech out. Luckily, I have an angel, I call her, Katrine Valinsky, a mile away that people fly in with all the high level tech. I'm talking EBOO, V cells, NAD, a mile away. That's a big luxury. To have your blood work, urine, stool, every gut looked into by she's a wizard.
Wow, great.
A lot of people's lives in a very beautiful way. So, I'm going through a lot of detox because of years and build up. My liver took a hit. So just going through that. And because if I can feel better, that's pretty cool because I feel good. But I know there's another level when I clear that all out. So I'm looking forward to that.
And tell me more about the Normatec then, because it'd be interesting for people to know. There's a little review segment that I like to do where we just talk about sort of one thing. So these are things that strap onto your legs. Have you got the leg ones, or have you got all of them?
Yeah, I do legs because it also gets over your foot and kind of just gets that micro circulation. Extremities. It's important. Get that.
So they look like massive sort of ski boots that come up to the thigh, don't they? Basically.
Right. Yeah, and then I'll switch it up and go hips. Lower back component. It gets high. I like to, strap it up high so that lower lumbar area gets touched, and then I'll go shoulders. I don't do whatever. Because that'd be a while. It'd be like 2 hours, 3. So I pick a body group, a different one usually a day to isolate. But just that compression, that microcirculation. Then I'll go hit the gym and sweat it out and work it out.
So you do it before the gym, do you? So this is basically like a compression device that massively squeezes your joints, so you can feel all the blood being restricted, and then it releases and it floods back in, doesn't it?
Yes, and it does it again for 30 minutes. So you're nice and conditioned. Highly recommend it. It's very affordable too.
Yeah.
I want to say they're like $300 or $400, and then you got to buy the base, but very good investment. Looking into getting that PEMF.
Oh yeah.
Get the name. It's like the smoke mat. I think. Anyway, so that's next. Lay on that while you're doing breath work, getting hit with the red light. Come on. And then hitting the normal. That's the key right there.
And do you need the red light where you're in Sedona? You got great light there anyway, haven't you?
True. But I get up really early and then, so I get that red light I use the Juve, and then I get the true component once it gets over the hill. So I'm getting both. I'm a weirdo, man. I do a lot of, I stack a lot of natural versus, I guess, elements with this red light, but.
And like just finally sort of bringing it back to what we spoke about originally with the addiction, do you find that, it's sort of, you have to have something to look forward to in the day. You know what I mean? If you're not going to, do you know what I mean? I guess I think I feel like a lot of people with quite addictive personalities who've maybe had previous addiction issues, and I count myself in that as well, are drawn towards biohacking because we want to feel good, but we also want to feel a little bit excited about something in life. Do you know what I mean?
That's exactly what it is, Tony. Switching those things that get that similar excitement as other things that are completely counterproductive to health. That's where I'm at. I look forward to this whole morning routine. The coffee kind of gets a similar euphoria, cacao with the theobromine. I get that dopamine component, and then back it up with like niacin and sauna. You get a rush, you get a similar great feeling that's consistent with no down. No down,
Yeah.
And
do you feel that on this incredible journey you've been on over the last few years, do you feel you're much more authentic now? You're able to be authentically you? Because it seems to me like you're so sort of like, you're just so lively and passionate and excited about the world, and you always were, but it seems to have come out even more recently.
It has, because I would say, because in the past, I've always taken a lot of pride in being completely transparent and honest. I never touched on what I was going through during that process. So that's not, I should have. But, our slogan being radiate health, that was weighing on me, during those processes. So I don't have that guilt and shame. So like that, if that shows, great. I'm definitely more open in talking about, my issues and problems and what led to that. And it feels great. I have nothing to hide in that. Whereas in the past, I felt a little guilt and shame.
Yeah.
So I have opened up. Heart's definitely open, but it was open before.
Yeah.
I just had a little thing that I had to correct,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good man. And look, massive congratulations on everything you've been through and where you've arrived over the last couple of years. It's so good to talk to you and see you so well.
Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate that. You've been there, man, right in the middle of it, and no judgment. You're there for me, just a kind spirit that I needed. So thank you, brother. You were a big help. Believe it or not, I still remember that podcast, in 2022 when I was in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Be interesting to go back to that and look, because I was in the middle of it. Yeah. But it's life.
Well, and it'd be interesting to go back to the first podcast we ever did, which was probably 2015, almost 10 years ago. We've both come on a bit since then.
Yes. Beautiful family. Now living in Portugal, doing your thing.
Yeah.
Very happy for you, brother.
Oh, thank you, Andy. Well, listen, we'll hopefully see you in person at the Health Optimization Summit in Austin. And before then, yeah, absolutely. And where can people find out more about Alitura and get involved with all your products and your new products, the beauty elixir and the sunscreen that are coming soon?
Yes. Alitura.com, Alitura.com, Alitura Naturals on Instagram, Andy Hnilo on Instagram. If you have any questions, there's nothing I like talking about more than just remedies, protocols, opinions, anything. Please reach out if you want to know more about our products, and just really grateful to be here, man. Love what I do. So
for anyone who's thinking about getting the clay mask, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. You won't believe what happens to your face when you put it on. I'll just leave it at that.
It's the most effective single-use product on the market. We lead with that. I truly believe that, just noticeable results, makes you feel good, pulls out those impurities, exfoliates, rejuvenates. It's awesome. But thank you,
Andy. Great to talk to you. Thanks for coming on. Lovely to chat to you. And thanks everyone for watching and listening. I'll see you next week.